Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. In the previous KT session, we saw basic actions of MS Excel VBO, and in today's session, we will gonna use the advanced actions of MS Excel VBO.
Now let's see how can we write the data in the newly created Excel file or an existing file. So for writing the data, we will select MS Excel VBO action and write collection Excel. In input we need handle, we have handle, we have workbook name. We will create a collection worksheet name if you want to write the data on a particular worksheet like sheet 1, sheet 2, or if there is any another name. Cell reference is means from which cell you want to start, like A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2, or from wherever you want to start. And include column names. If your collection contains column names, so we can give the flag true. And in output we will get nothing because the data will be written on the Excel only. There isn't any output. So show and write the collection, then save that file. So for this we need a collection. Let me create a collection. So these three values I have written in the collection 1, and in write collection action we will use this collection 1. And let me change the name because abc.xls is abc.xlsx is already present on the desktop. So let me change the name to. So let's run this. We can see output xls and process is completed. So open this, and here we can see name blue, black, red, age 12, 13, 22. So this is how we can write the data on in an Excel file. Just create instance, create workbook. Like I already said, this create instance and create workbook, close workbook, and close instance. So these four actions are permanent. You must use this because without this you won't be able to read the file or write to the file. When we open the file, we can write the data in that file and we can read the data from that file as well. But if you want to create a new file, we have to use this create workbook file. And from a new file we can't read the data now, because that if we create a new file, then that will be empty or blank. So we can only write the data to a new Excel file. So whenever we use a create workbook, so we will use the write action. After writing the data, we can read it if we need. Okay. Now if you want to read the data, so for that we will use open action, open workbook. We will give the name. We are using that input data xls file for reading the data. And I'm removing this show action. So after open, we have to get the data. Okay. Yeah. Let me copy this. Okay, so after opening the file, we need to read the data. So for that we have four actions: get worksheet as collection, get worksheet as collection, get worksheet as collection, offset, get worksheet as collection fast, and one simple. So this is the handle. First input will be the handle. The second one will be the workbook name. The third will be the worksheet name, from which worksheet you want to read the data. So I'm giving sheet 1. In the beginning of this video I show that sheet name to you, sheet 1. And fetch data with method. So there are three methods: text, value and value 2. There are three methods. So you can give the method name in text format, like value 2. So default action will be the value 2. When we write the data, we use a collection as input, but when we want to read the data, we will get a collection in the output form. So I will create a collection data and click on OK. Now we can see. Now let me run the bot. Done. So we got 20 rows in the data collection. You can see. This is how we can read the data from the Excel file. And if you want to read the data fast, you need to give any input. I don't know how it will read. And data, click on data. Okay. So by default, it will take the sheet 1. The default values it will take, like we have current actions, save actions and all. So it will read the data fast. And this action don't require any input as well. So get worksheet as collection offset. Offset means if you want to get the data from a particular location, the previous two actions will read the whole file, but here we can give the start cell name. So header, handle, workbook name, worksheet name, one, sheet 1, and start cell. Start cell, if I like there were 20 rows, so if I give D1 and use header, so if you need header, then give true. Output data true. Now run the bot. So we can see 20 rows. From D1 also it got all. Okay. Age and start text. So I give D1 and D1 is here. D1. So it read only 2 column. And if we give this one A8 or A10, so it will read from here. So this is how you can read a particular cells or particular rows. Now let's see. So yes, after reading the data, if you want to apply some actions, if you want to process the data, so for that we can apply a loop. Let's say if we get the data A10 from A10 and a loop, and we want to like traverse over that data, we will use loop stage and we will use data collection. We will create the instance, we will open the workbook, we will get the collection. This collection 1 is not required, no workbook name is not required. Now in this loop we can traverse over that data. Let me show you. For example, if you want to traverse over this data and we want to see if age is greater than this one, or if the office is Tokyo or New York, or the position is this one, then we want to do some operations, or we want to process the data. Like if the data is related to a student, we can apply some logics, like logics or business rules. If the marks are greater than 33, then the student will be pass, or if the marks are greater than 80, student will be get A grade something. So this is these are some business rules which we can apply on the Excel. For that we will use this loop stage, and we can use a decision, and in decision we will apply conditions. So in decision we will like conditions, I mean the data on that data collection. We are traversing on data collection, so here we will use it as data dot age if it is greater than 100. Age is greater than 100. This data dot age, it will be in the number, it will be a string in text, so we need to convert this in a number first. Now we can traverse loop. You can apply a lot of operations in between these loops as per your requirements or as per your business rule. And let's say we want to apply a logic. If age is greater than this one, then we will give a grade or something. We will assign a status. Okay, kind of status means if age is greater than 21, then young. So I have added this status column heading here, and we will go to the Blue Prism. We will traverse over this age, and we will see if age is greater than 20. Age is less than 25. If age is greater than 21 and less than 25 means in that case we will assign the status. Okay, we will use a calculation stage, and here also. So in calculation stage we will assign a status, and we will assign this to the data dot status. So I have did some changes, means now we will traverse over the Excel data, and if age is greater than 21 but less than 25, then it will assign the status as boy, means the employee is boy because he is less than 25 years. And if the age is greater than 25, then we will assign this man the status then. And after each iteration, let me show you. So in row number 1, let me show you. We can see the age is 21. So this 21 is so 21 is greater than 20 and less than 25. So the flow is going to the happy. The flow is going to the happy path. Means this in yes condition, and this condition is true. So flow is going here, and it will assign the status as boy. Calculation stage is executed. Now we can see the status. See boy. Similarly, let me run for all this. So now for all the 20 rows, the loop has executed, and we can see the status for all the 20 rows. See, here it is 22 and 27, which is greater than 25, 28, 29. All these are greater than 25. So we can see the status man. So now we get the status in the data collection, but we want to write that status into the Excel. So we will use this write collection action, and we will use this A1 cell reference. So write collection, and let close all the instances and all. Now when we open this, we can see the status here. But that header value from A1 we wrote right, so we need to write from A2. So this is how we can use all the Excel actions, and we can write the data, we can read the data, we can open an existing file, we can create a new file, we can save the file, so we can rename the file. So there are a lot of another actions as well. Let me show you some action. Okay, activate workbook. So for example, if your workbook is running in the background, so you can activate it using the handle and workbook name. I mean, if you are dealing with lot of another applications or another workbooks, So you can activate those workbook or a particular worksheet using these. Attach to workbook, close all instances. We have already see close current workbook. If we use this close current workbook, we don't need to give the workbook name in the input. Copy and paste worksheet range. Copy, we can copy the data. Sorry, we can copy a particular work and we can paste that particular workbook using this paste action. And we can copy and paste a workbook range as well. If you want to write data from one workbook to another workbook, we can copy and paste it. For that, we need to open the Excel and we need to attach to the Excel. See source workbook, source worksheet. Create instance, create workbook, create worksheet. We can also create a new we created a workbook, but we can also create a worksheet in an workbook, and we can cut copy the workbook, we can cut the workbook as well, then we can paste, and we can delete the workbook as well, we can delete the worksheet as well, we can exit the Excel VBO as well. Exit and close, I think you are aware of this. If we exit, it will close all the Excel instances which are opened, all the Excel files, and if we close, it will close only particular workbook or particular instance, but exit will close all that Excel window and all the open Excel files and Excel workbook and worksheets. So find next empty cell. If you are writing in a file, you can find the next empty cell. You can give the handle and directions, means direction will be like this should start with any U means upper, D means down, L means left, R means right, in which direction you want to find the particular and next empty cell. Let me show you. If you are in this range or in this cell, so it will, you want to find the next empty cell on in the right direction, so you will give R, and here you will get the G1. G1 means life. G1. But if you want to get the data in if you want to get the next empty cell in the below, then you will get this A20. Similarly, if you are in this cell and in left side, if you go, you will get this one, the next empty. So during writing, you can get this activate cell. If you want to activate the cell, if you activate that cell, then you will be able to write the data in that cell, and you will get the cell reference, means the range A1, A2, like that. Format cell, if you want to apply formatting, you can give format current cell. So in this, no need to give the input in format cell we are giving the cell reference, but here we no need to give the cell reference. Get active cell, you can get the active cell, means if this Excel file is open and this is the active cell B22, get activate cell value, so it will give the value of the cell, and first action will give the path or the cell, means A1, A2, the reference of the cell. Get formatted cell value, get number of rows. If you want to look through over a Excel file, you can get the number of rows, and you can use the decision stage or some another you can apply condition, means if the number of rows are less than this, then traverse and keep increasing the number of rows, keep increasing the counter. Get worksheet as collection, we show this. Get worksheet name, if you want to get the name of a particular worksheet, you can use this. And if you want to get the all worksheet name, if there are multiple worksheet, you can get the name of all the worksheet using this section. Get worksheet names, it will return a collection. And get worksheet range as collection. So I was saying that there were 4 actions: get worksheet as collection, get worksheet as collection, get worksheet as collection offset, get worksheet range as collection. Is see this one return, get worksheet as collection will return, whole data of the worksheet. This will return the fast, means it is fast because it is not accepting the any input like current actions. And get worksheet as collection offset. So if you want to read a particular cell or particular range, so you will give this, you will use this offset. Like if you want to read from A1 to A3, you can give the offset, means A1. And if you want to read from here to this, you can give this. It might mean this will read whole rows or whole column. But if you want to read like this, only this particular range, so for that you can use that this section, get worksheet as range, get worksheet range as collection. So here you can give the range and cell, start cell and cell, but in offset you can give the start cell only. Now go to cell. If you want to go to the particular cell and write the data, go to next cell. So for go to cell also, I mean you can go to cell and then you can write the data, or you can get the data. So you can go to a particular cell and then you can set cell value, or you can set the current cell value and go to next cell, means it will, if it is in A1 it will go to the A2, or you can give rows and columns in which. Go to next empty cell. Here you can see down, left, right, already it is there. No need to give input as TLR. And hide, like we use that show action, we can use hide action as well if you want to hide that particular in Excel file, a particular instance. Or if you want to hide other worksheet, or hide worksheet the current worksheet, or it will and hide other worksheet means it will hide other worksheet except the current which we are using. Import CSV, we can import CSV files as well. Destination handle workbook worksheet, so we can import this in our workbook. Insert, so we can insert something here, shift left or up, whatever you want to insert. Is read only, we can check if this file is read only, so it will return a true or false. Move worksheet, from one file to from one location to another location, like we use save as. Similarly we can use move worksheet. So move, that was save workbook was for moving the workbook, but save move worksheet will only move the worksheet. Open instance, open workbook page, protect workbook, release instance if you want to release, remove blank rows, run the macro. We have created a video on it already. So there are a lot of actions. You can write to clipboard, you can copy the data of the Excel and write to the clipboard. You can split the worksheet, you can set the window state, and if still there is there isn't any action, I mean if you want to perform any operation and the action is not available, you can use macro. You can create a macro and run them. So there are a lot of actions. In upcoming videos we will use all these actions. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Do let me know if you still have any doubt, or if you want a video on a particular action of Excel. I will surely create a video for you, but in this video I think it is already very long. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Do comment your doubts and queries if any.